Holy, 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 the whole earth is full of His glory. Sonic, or speed, proves that God is real. Remember, the whole earth is full of His glory. Psalms chapter 119 verse 60. I made haste, and I delayed not to keep thy commandments. Haste, speed, is what you need. You unbelievers that don't believe in the Most High, I have encountered some of you before at my ministry. You go back and forth with debates, you use science, or you babble. You don't have all day. Like I just read, I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments. When you believe in the Most High and keep His commandments, you must do it. When you hear correction, when you hear the voice of the Most High, which is this word, you're supposed to speedily make haste to do it. When the Father commands something, you're supposed to get it done fast. Long suffering, patience, that's different. But when the Lord gives you commandments, you're supposed to do that quick. If you don't want to keep the commandments, that is sin. And if you don't repent of your sin, it could be too late. We're in the last days. Luke chapter 18 verse 22 says, and He said unto the disciples, the days will come when ye shall desire to see the days of the Son of Man, and ye shall not see it. The Lord is going to appear so fast, people are not going to see it. Verse 23, and they shall say to you, see here or see there, go not after them, nor follow them. For as lightning that lighteneth out of one part of heaven, one part under heaven, shineth into the other part under heaven, so shall also the Son of Man be in His day. Pause. The Lord is saying He's going to appear like lightning. The only thing you're going to, when you see lightning, it's a flash. It's very quick. If you don't want to keep the commandments, His commandments is not grievous, as it is written. But if you want to stay in your sin, that's on you. Now, speed or sonic proves that God is real. Sonic, the definition of sonic, it's the speed of sound in the air. Okay? Just like how lightning comes from the air. Thunder comes from the air. Let's learn about the voice of God, because when God gives a commandment, the commandments is the voice. Job chapter 37 verse 2. Hear attentively the noise of His voice, and the sound that goeth out of His mouth. He decreeth it under the whole heaven, and His lightnings unto the ends of the earth. After it a voice roareth, the thundereth with the voice of His excellency, and He will not stay them when His voice is heard. Verse 5. God thundereth marvelously with His voice, giving things doth He which we cannot comprehend. God voice, the thunderstorm, the lightning represents God's voice. I just read He's going to send His Son like lightning. It's going to be so fast you don't want to miss Him. You don't want to be caught up in sin. The definition of sonic is the speed of sound in the air. Think of thunder, think of lightning, the voice of God, which is His commandments. Luke chapter 18 verse 22. And He said unto the disciples, the days will come when ye shall desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and ye shall not see it. Again, this is talking about how fast the Lord is going to come. He's going to visit and he's going to be out. Verse 23, listen. And they shall say to you, see here or see there, go not after them, nor follow them. For as lightning, see, the Bible has to repeat itself sometimes so you can get the meaning, so you can get the understanding. For as lightning that lighteneth out of one part of under heaven, shineth into the other part under heaven, so shall also the Son of Man be in this day. Listen to this. Listen to this. Verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. This is the days. We are living in the days of Noah. Why? Because nobody's paying attention. Verse 27. They did eat, they did drink, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Pause. People nowadays are eating, drinking, going to clubs, living a worldly life, not keeping the commandments, thinking that they got all day, thinking that they're going to repent at the last second. The speed of sound. You better move as the speed of sound and keep his commandments. Speed of sound is scientific. The 144,000, when the Lord comes and get his 144,000, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. The 144,000, that's the number of the speed of light. Remember that thunderstorm I broke down? When it thunders, it represents God's voice, the commandments. The lightning represents the Lord, because he's going to come like lightning. The speed of sound, the thunder. The speed of light, the elect, the 144,000. Revelation chapter 14, verse 2. Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. Again, the Lord is tying the thunderstorm with the elect. The Lord is connecting the thunderstorm with the speed of light and the speed of sound. Verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. The 144,000 are redeemed when the Lord comes like lightning, when he comes speedily like a flash. When he comes speedily, his commandments is not grievous. Make haste and delay not to keep his commandments. Speed or sonic proves that God is real.